2, we're going to go ahead and get started with some Wednesday yoga. Please sit comfortably. Start to turn off the outside world, tune into the inside world, see what's going on in there. So sitting tall, relax your shoulders, relax your arms, ungrip your hands, relax any tensing of the legs and feet. Feel the belly drop. And begin to take some slow, deep breaths. Filling the body on inhale, emptying the body on exhale. And as you settle into this breath, notice if there's any resistance or constriction that's keeping you from taking a deeper breath. Maybe there's some tightness in the chest. Maybe there's some tightness in the abdomen. And that's fine. We don't need to worry about changing it right now, but just notice if there is that resistance. Another form of resistance that you might sense is that taking a slow, deep breath feels like it actually makes you more anxious, like your body needs to breathe quicker. And that's okay too. Just do the best you can. Deep breath in, complete breath out. What may happen, maybe, is that the longer you practice this, the more that your body relaxes, so that deeper breath is more achievable. And of course, if that's not the case, we have our whole yoga practice in front of us to help bring any relief to any part of your body or mind that needs it. Let's do 2 more full deep breaths. Good, all right. So go ahead and bring your palms now to your heart, lower the chin, and just bow or honor yourself as you are in this moment, this body, this breath, this energetic state, this quality of mind. And knowing that this practice is in service of that you, that experience. Rubbing the palms together, creating some warmth between them. Take the heated palms over your eyes, and then brush back over the top of the head, down the neck, and bring yourself on back. All right, so we're going to begin on hands and knees tonight. So if you're sitting on any props, just go ahead and move them off to the side. And bring your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your hips or slightly further back. And we'll start with some simpler movements of the spine. So with your next inhale, draw the shoulders down the back, look forward, feel the tailbone lift behind you. And as you exhale, round the back, tuck the chin and tail under. Then inhale again, look forward with your chest, feel the tailbone lift. And then exhale, round the back. And just keep going. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, rounding the back, beginning to warm up the spine, the shoulders, and the hips a little bit. As you do this, you might notice that there's tension in the body, and that's okay. We're going to work that out. It also might feel pretty good just to be in your body, to move it around a bit. Maybe you've been feeling tight, and this is helping to break up some of that tightness. Good. We're going to make this a bit more dynamic. With your next exhale, go all the way back to child's pose, taking the seat to the heels, forehead to the floor. And then inhale, come back up to hands and knees. And then exhale again back to child's pose. And inhale back up to hands and knees. And let's keep moving. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale up to hands and knees. Feeling a little bit of a stretch in the shoulders, a little bit of a stretch in the lower back, especially as you go back to child's pose. And just moving with this breath. And let's just do 2 more. Child's pose, hands and knees. And then coming back up to hands and knees with your next exhale, curl the toes under and lift the hips into the air, coming into downward facing dog. Now it's our first down dog of the class, so let's walk the dog out of it, pressing a heel to the floor as you bend the opposite knee. So you're just pedaling the feet here. The spine is straight, so you're lifting the hips toward the sky behind you as you do that little pedaling with your feet. Good. One more breath here. Then inhale, float down onto hands and knees. And then child's pose, release the feet, sink back. Take a moment, just check in. I know we're just getting started, but feel sensation, what's happening in the body. And then we'll continue to practice. So inhale up to hands and knees, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. And actually float down onto hands and knees. I want to show this to you first. So just look toward your screen. So in a moment, I'm going to have you come back into downward facing dog. And there's 2 things I'd like to try to make sure we're doing as much as possible here. One is to keep the spine relatively flat. We don't want to be rounding like this. And the way that you can help do that, if that's happening for you, is to bend the knees a little bit more and then shooting the hips up high. Okay, so the spine stays long. The next thing we're going to do here is bend the knees as far as you can and then straighten them as much as you can. Then we'll bend the knees down and straighten, okay? So go ahead and come into down dog. This will be a little bit of arm strengthening for you. And first establish the flat spine. So if you start to feel like your back is rounding, bend your knees and then lift the hips. Straighten the back out. Good. Now keep that straight spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees as much as you can. You don't have to go down as far as I'm going. And then straighten the legs as much as you can, keeping the back flat. We're going to do that 4 more times. Bend the knees and straighten them. Bend the knees and straighten them. We're going to do it 2 more times. Good. Straightening them up. And then float down onto hands and knees. And again, release the feet, child's pose. Good. Take your arms down by your sides, forehead on the ground. Relax for a minute, especially if your wrists are feeling it. And then from here, we'll play around with hero's pose. So from folding child, sweep your arms out to the side, lift up onto the knees, and reach your arms overhead, coming into a kneeling pose with the arms reaching up. Exhale, sweep the arms out to the side and fold back down. Good. Inhale, lift back up again, reaching up. Exhale, folding down. Good. Let's keep going. Moving steadily. Especially as we come down, it's easy to want to just collapse to the floor. Try to maintain some control, both in the pelvis and in the core. Core includes the lower back in this case. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale down. And up. And down. Let's do one more for now, all right? Come on up. And come on down. Good. Go ahead and take the hands forward. Flat on the floor. Come up to hands and knees. Downward facing dog once again. All right. So once we're back in downward facing dog, lift the right leg high into the air behind you. And with your next exhale, swing or carry step the right foot between the hands. Now, if that doesn't happen for you, it's completely fine. However far your foot comes forward, reach down and grab the ankle and help it through, okay? You could even drop the back knee to help that forward because we're all gonna take the back knee down now. And with your inhale, go ahead and reach the arms up and take them wide. Open the heart toward the ceiling. Now with your exhale, reach the arms forward and look down at your right foot. Inhale, open the arms back up again. Turn the palms and heart toward the ceiling. Exhale, reach forward, look down. Let's do that again. Inhale, open the arms up. Turn the chest toward the ceiling. And exhale, reach forward, look down. Let's do one more for now. Open up. Reach forward. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, bring the hands to the floor, curl the left toes under and step back, downward facing dog. And now we get to see what that feels like on the other side. So lift your left leg up and exhale, step it all the way through. Again, help it forward if you need to. And then we'll all take the back knee to the floor. With your inhale, sweep the arms forward, up, and take them wide. Open the chest. Exhale, reach forward, look down. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, reach forward. Open up. And reach forward. Good, last one for now. Open up. And reach. Stay here for the inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Curl the back toes under. And step the back foot forward this time, coming into the standing forward fold. Now bend your knees a little bit here. Let the upper body just drape down over the legs, arms and hands hanging toward the floor, the head releases. Now, if you're feeling some tension in your neck here, what you could do, just kind of shake your head no, or nod your head yes, or both, kind of a maybe, and just help to coax some of that tension off of the neck and onto the floor. Just shaking it right off. Take deep breaths. A few more breaths here. Just letting go of that tension in the neck and shoulders. Just letting it break off with this gentle movement. Good, and then bring the head to stillness. Press your palms to your shins, straighten the arms, bring your chest parallel to the floor, and exhale, fold back down. Palms to shins again, straighten the arms, chest parallel to the floor, looking straight down, and exhale, fold. One more time, halfway up, palms to shins, and exhale, fold on down. Now with your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back, lift yourself all the way up to standing, reaching the arms overhead. And then staying in a standing position, bring your palms to your heart. Good, noticing sensation. Hydrate if you need to. And so from here, we're going to move into some arm swings. And so for this practice, there is a 3-part inhale through the nose and one powerful, forceful exhale out of the mouth with the movement. And so for the movement, you'll have your feet about hip to shoulder width apart, nice stable stance, slight bend to the knees so that when you're swinging the arms around that you're not throwing your back out, ideally. So with you, the 3-part inhale will be your arms up, back, and up. And the powerful exhale is to bend the elbows and jab the elbows back, making kind of fists with the hands, or you could do palms open. So doing it without talking, or without the explanation, it's inhale up, inhale back, inhale up, exhale jab. Okay, we're gonna go for about 2 minutes. So I want you to find a pace that you can maintain for the entire time. So make sure you have enough gas to get to where you need to go. Don't just go quickly at first and burn out. Pace yourself with this one, okay? Because time starts to slow down a bit when we get into the flow of this, and 2 minutes is gonna feel a bit longer for some of us. All right, having your feet about shoulder to hip width apart. Again, it's a 3-part inhale with the nose, powerful exhale out of the mouth. Let's go ahead and begin. Inhale up, inhale back, inhale up, exhale jab. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Feeling the full rotation or movement of your shoulder joints, up, back, up in jab. Inhaling through the nose. And as I mentioned before, it's a powerful, forceful exhale out of the mouth. You want to feel the navel pull into the body and up, helping to clear your lungs, helping to clear your throat and your entire respiratory system. So you're about halfway done. Keep going. Again, finding that pace you can maintain for the entire time. This is a great one to do if you have seasonal allergies. I know there's a lot of tree pollen and flowers and stuff, which is pretty and even smells good, but sometimes it attacks us a little bit. This helps to clear some of that out of the system. And this 3-part inhale, powerful exhale is called the breath of joy. So there is this idea of bringing a lightness to our system. So if you've been feeling kind of stuck, lethargic, kind of dense in the mind, kind of thick and cloudy, just helps to clear that up a little bit, bring some light into your life. Let's do it for a few more rounds. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Whew. Feeling sensation. You might feel some of that energy, that joy in the breath. That also might not be your experience. You're welcome to whatever experience you're having. But you may feel some tingling in the arms and hands, a cooling in the nostrils. What's your breath rate? What's your heart rate? Good. All right. So bringing ourselves on back, I'm going to ask you now to take a wide stance on your yoga mat. Toes pointing directly forward. If anything, the toes are pigeon toeing a little bit. They're turning inward. And this will just give you a bit more access to your back and to your legs as well. Okay. Now, as we get going, and since I'm not in front of you, I can't help adjust the width of your feet. You just want it wide enough so that you feel stable, but not too wide. You don't want to be doing the splits, but you also don't want to be like almost standing up. So nice balance between the two. So if you start to feel unstable, just play around with the width of your feet and you might find some stability here. So taking the left hand down onto the left leg, go ahead and inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale here. And then reach up, inhale, and then go ahead and tilt to the left as far as you can. Good. We're going to stay and we're going to keep breathing. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips. And then exhale, roll the right shoulder back slightly. Reach and keep working that right shoulder back. It's more of an intention at this point, but just keep going. Big length on the right side, opening up the heart on the right side. Good, reach. And then zip yourself on up and feel sensation for a moment. You probably feel some blood flow in that right arm, that shoulder, that right side of the body. Maybe you kind of still feel like you're tilting. We'll fix that. And then we'll go ahead and fix that. So right hand down onto the right leg, take the left arm out, then inhale, reach it up first. Get some big length on the left side. Good, then inhale, go ahead and reach all the way over to the right, or as far as you can, of course. And we'll stay here and we'll do the work in the pose. So reach through the fingertips, inhale, roll the left shoulder back a little bit, exhale, and then keep that intention going. With every inhale, you're creating more length on the left side. And with every exhale, you're just keeping that left shoulder anchoring back behind you. Keep breathing. Almost there. Deep breath in. And then exhale, zip yourself on up. Inhale and exhale, feeling that sensation on the left side. Maybe you feel a bit more balanced as you've stretched out both sides of the body. Good. So the feet are still wide, and the toes are still pointing forward or even pigeon toeing slightly. I'll have you just take your hands onto the backs of your legs, slide the hands down the backs of the legs to help you fold forward. Now you can bend the knees a little bit here, that'll give you more access. Just fold down over the legs for a bit. Feeling some length in the back of the legs, the back body. Again, it's okay to have the knees bending a little bit here. All right. Go ahead and sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back. Lift yourself all the way up to standing, arms reaching up. And then take the arms on down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and move into our sun salutation. So whichever direction is the top of your mat, go ahead and turn that way and step forward. Have the feet about hip distance apart. And we're going to revisit that lunge that we did earlier with the arms wide and reach forward. And we're going to revisit hero's pose, the kneeling pose. You'll see. So bring the palms to your heart. Find your breath, aware of the inhale, aware of your exhale. And let us begin. Inhale, sweep your arms down, back, and up. Then exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward and down. Press palms to shins, come halfway up here. And exhale, fold down. Please step your right foot way back. Take the back knee to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, up, and then take them wide. Turn the palms and chest toward the ceiling. Exhale, reach the arms forward, look down. Inhale, take the arms wide again, opening the chest. And exhale, reach forward, looking down. Inhale, take the arms wide. And exhale, reach forward. Good. Last one, opening wide. Exhale, reach forward and place the hands down on the floor and step back into downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees. And exhale, child's pose. Seat to the heels, forehead to the floor. Take your hands down by your sides. We'll come into hero's pose next. Sweep the arms out to the side, lift up onto the knees. Reach the arms up, open the chest. And exhale, slowly release down. Good. Take the hands forward. Inhale back up to hands and knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, take an adjusting breath here. And we're going to move the right foot next. So lift the right foot into the air. And exhale, swing or carry, step the right foot between the hands, help it through. And take the back knee to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up and wide. And exhale, reach the arms forward and look down. Inhale, take the arms wide again. Exhale, reach forward. Twice more. And reach. Last one, open up. Reach forward. Place the hands down on the floor now and go ahead and step the left foot forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up, inhale. And palms to the heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms down and up. Hinging at the hips, swan dive, fold forward and down. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold down. This time, step the left foot way back. Take the back knee to the floor. When you're ready, sweep the arms up for your crescent lunge and take the arms wide. Exhale, reach forward, look down. Open back up, inhale. Exhale, reach. We're gonna do two more. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Open up, inhale. Good, reach forward. Take the hands now to the floor. Downward facing dog. Once again, stepping the right foot back. And then float down onto hands and knees. And child's pose, arms by your sides. Good. When you're ready, inhale, hero's pose. Sweep the arms out to the side. Lift up onto the knees, reach the arms up, turning the chest toward the ceiling. And then with control from your center, releasing back down. Good. Hands forward. Come back up to hands and knees, and we'll come into down dog. Staying for a breath. Good. Left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Back knee to the floor. When you're ready, crescent lunge. Take the arms wide at the top, inhale. Exhale, reach forward, look down. Inhale, wide. Exhale, reach. Inhale, wide. Exhale, reach. One more time. And then reach forward, plant the hands, step the back foot forward, standing forward fold. Good, palms to shins. Exhale down. Sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. We're gonna keep this energy moving. Inhale, sweep up. Fold forward. Halfway. And fold down, step your right foot back this time. Knee to the ground. Go ahead and come on up, reach the arms up, take the arms wide. Exhale, reach forward, look down. Inhale, take the arms wide. Exhale, reach forward. Twice more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, reach forward, plant the hands, downward facing dog, stepping back. Good, hands and knees, inhale. Child's pose, exhale, arms by your sides. Good, hero's pose, sweep the arms out to the side, lift up onto the knees, reach the arms up, and release down. Take the hands forward. Hands and knees, inhale. Downward facing dog. Staying for a breath. Good, all right, right leg lifts this time. And step it on through. Back knee to the ground, crescent lunge, lift the arms up, take them wide. Exhale, reach forward, look down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach, plant the hands down, step forward, standing forward fold. Palms to shins. And exhale, fold down. Good. Sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. We're going to do 2 more rounds. Sweep the arms up, inhale. And exhale, just go ahead and fold forward. Palms to shins. Exhale down, step the left foot back. Good, back knee to the floor. Crescent lunge, lift the arms up, take them wide. And reach. And wide. And reach. And wide, inhale. Reach. Inhale. And then reach the arms forward, plant the hands down, downward dog again, stepping back. Hands and knees to child's pose. Inhale. And exhale, arms by your sides. Good, hero's pose. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And with control, releasing down again. Hands forward, hands and knees, inhale. Downward facing dog, staying for a breath. Good. Left leg lifts and step. Help it through. Back knee down when you get there. When you're ready, sweep the arms up, take them wide. Exhale, reach. Take them wide. And reach. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Reaching forward, plant the hands down, step the back foot forward, palms to shins, and down. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up, inhale. Palms to your heart. Take just a few adjusting breaths before we continue. Noticing what's happening in your body, how you're feeling about what's happening in your body. And for our final round, we're going to add some holds and some variations to the flow. So same skeleton, different meat. Okay, so from your tall stance, palms to the heart. With your inhale, sweep the arms down, back, and up. Exhale, folding forward. Halfway inhale. Exhale, release. From here, please step your right foot way back. Knee to the ground. Then inhale, come up into the crescent lunge. Take the arms wide, work the shoulder blades toward one another, turn the chest toward the ceiling, and if you can, hold this pose. If this makes you feel really unstable, like you're just going to fall over, you can bring your hands onto your front thigh, but keep the chest opening. Keep the throat opening. Good. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, you're going to reach the arms forward, and you're going to hover here. So the arms are by the ears. It's tempting just to throw the chest onto the thigh and lean here. Try to keep off the thigh. Now, if it's too much to have the arms forward, bring the hands onto your hips, but keep the chest floating. Deep breath in. With your exhale, this time bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. Both hands to the inside of the left foot. You'll feel a bit of a stretch in the hip here. Maybe more than a bit of a stretch in the hip here. And then with your right hand still on the floor next to your left foot, bring your left hand onto your left knee. Take a deep breath in, feel the chest lift away from the floor, and then come into a twist. You're going to press the hand into the leg and roll the left shoulder back a bit here. Breathe. I'm going to invite you into one more variation here. You can stay right where you're at, but we're pretty stable with the front body. You actually might be able to do this one better than if we weren't the way that we are now. If you can, curl the back toes under and straighten the back knee, picking it up, but keep the left shoulder working back. If that's just too much going on for you, that's completely fine. You can bring that back knee down again. But if you're able to lift, do so. Good. All right. So if your back knee is lifting, bring it down. We'll all unwind, hands to the floor, and step back to downward facing dog. Okay, hands and knees, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Take your arms by your sides. Good, and with your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, lift up onto the knees, reach the arms up. And we're gonna stay here for a few breaths. If this just feels like too much for you, what you could do instead is bring your hands onto your hips and turn the chest toward the ceiling. Or you can just keep the arms up. Good, take a deep breath in. And then with control from your strong center, fold back, down. Stay for a breath or two. Good, all right. Taking the hands forward. Come back up to hands and knees, downward facing dog. Good. So we're gonna move the right leg. So lifting it into the air, inhale. Step that right foot between the hands, help it through. Back knee to the ground, and we'll finish off our lunging series. So inhale, when you're ready, sweep the arms out, or up, sorry, and then out. Again, we're going to stay here for a bit. If it's too much, you can bring the hands interlaced under the front thigh. Keep the heart opening. Keep the throat opening. Work the shoulder blades together. Deep breath in. And then exhale, reach forward. And again, it's tempting to lean onto the right thigh here, but try to keep the chest floating off that thigh. If it's too much on your back, you can bring the hands onto your hips. Deep breath in. And then exhale, bring the hands to the inside of your right foot, both hands on the inside. Now, as you're here, you'll feel I'll call it a nice stretch in the hip. Nice is a relative term, of course. Good. All right, let's transition into our twist. So keep the left hand on the floor next to the right foot. Bring the right hand on top of the right thigh or knee. Take a deep breath in. Feel the chest pull away from the floor. And with your exhale, press the right hand into the thigh or knee and roll the right shoulder back. Now, if you'd like to come into the next variation, you're welcome to. To do so, you would curl the back toes under and pick up and straighten the back leg. You do not have to do that. Good. If the back knee's lifting, go ahead and bring it back down. And we'll all together unwind. And then take your time. But when you're ready, step that left foot forward, standing forward fold. Palms to shins halfway up. And exhale, fold down. Let's do that 2 more times. Halfway up. And down again. Halfway up. And down. Sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back. Come all the way up. And palms to your heart. Good. Feeling, sensation. Your body, your breath, your mind's relationship to your body and breath. Beautiful. So let's play around with some balancing before we come back down to the floor. So I'll have you take your feet about hip width apart, nice stable stance. And I want you to feel the weight of the body evenly placed in both feet. So you might need to sway a little bit to find where that center is for you. And then stop at that center point. And then imagine you could take that center line where you're balanced right now and shift it all the way over into the left foot. So just lean over into the left foot. Your right foot gets nice and light here. Now it's helpful to focus the eyes to a single non-moving point. If you are darting around with your eyes, you are definitely going to fall. Hands can be on the hips. And then just try to pick up the right foot. It can be a couple of inches. It could be the knee all the way up to your chest. Just do your best. And you might wobble a little bit. You might fall. It's okay. Just take your time coming back into it if you do find yourself needing to come out for some reason. And do breathe as you balance. It's very important. Good. And then place that right foot back down. Come back to your steady center. And then imagine that steady center can move now into your right foot. So just leaning over to the right. Now, before we come into this, the body is full of asymmetries, and one leg is just will be easier than the other. That's just generally true. So this might be your good side, and it might be your more challenging side. Have grace for whatever experience comes through. Focusing the eyes. Go ahead and pick up that left foot. Again, it could be a couple of inches. You could also bring the knee all the way up into your chest. Breathe, whichever variation you're doing. And again, if you fall, it's okay. Take your time coming back into it. It's just a practice. Take a deep breath in and carefully bring that left foot back down. Now slide your hands down the backs of your legs, fold forward. A nice symmetrical stretch for the body. And if you have the flexibility, and it's okay if you don't, but if you have the flexibility, you can hold onto the backs of your calves and just give yourself a little bit of a tug towards your legs. Now, don't lock the knees here. Keep them slightly bent. Breathe. Good. And then from here, downward facing dog once again, floating down onto hands and knees once again. And then from here, we're going to turn over onto our backs for a few more exercises. So take your time doing that, coming onto your back. Good. Now, if you're still making your way there, just keep going at your own pace. Once you are there, bring your heels underneath your knees and have your feet about hip distance apart, prepping for bridge pose because we're going to be doing bridge pose. That's how that works. All right, so with your next inhale, you're going to lift your arms all the way overhead, knuckles on the floor above you, and at the same time, pick up your hips and press your pelvis toward the ceiling. As you exhale, release your arms and hips back down. Okay, let's do that a few more times. Inhale, lift the arms and hips. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift. And down. Let's do 2 more rounds. And you guessed it, we're going to hold it on the last round. Lifting up. And stay. And breathe. Deep breath in. And exhale, release the arms and the hips back down to the floor and hug your knees into your chest. Okay, good, good. All right, so keeping the knees drawn into your chest, go ahead and take your arms out to the side and make a T shape with the body. If there's furniture and stuff nearby, you could also do cactus arms. Good, now take a deep breath in. Exhale, allow your knees to fall to the right. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. And exhale, knees to the left. Inhale back to center. We're just gonna do that a few more times. Exhale to the right. Inhale back. Exhale to the left. Inhale back. To the right. Back. Into the left. And back. Good. This time take your knees to the right and relax them down there. Your right hand could come to rest on top of the left thigh if you want to, not forcing you into the twist, but just, keeping that leg where it's at. And then think about your left shoulder behind you, anchoring toward the floor. And if that's kind of popping up, try to get your left elbow on the floor instead. And you can even turn your chin to the left, away from the knees, completing the spinal rotation. And as we relax into this twist, I'll kind of bring you back to a practice we did when we were centering earlier, which is taking slow, full, deep breaths in and slow, complete Empty breaths out. All right, okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. So with your next inhale, bring the knees back to center, taking an adjusting breath. And then exhale, take the knees to the left side of your body. And your left hand could rest gently on top of the right thigh. Now behind you, your right shoulder is trying to anchor down. And if that's just not really happening, try to get the elbow on the ground at least. And you can turn your chin to the right if you'd like. And as with the first side, as we stay here, the practice is slow, full, deep breathing. All right, when you're ready, with an inhale, carefully unwind, bring the knees back to center. And once you're there, hug them in. Good. So once you have a hold onto the knees or shins, take a deep breath in. Exhale, curl your chin in toward your throat. Bring your forehead up toward the knees. Now, staying up for just a moment, get a tighter grip on the legs. So you might hold more down toward the ankles. Some of you might be able to reach around and grab opposite wrists, but get a deeper hold. And then keep that hold as you relax your head and shoulders back down. And now you're in kind of a bear hug with your legs, which can help to give you a deeper release in your lower back. So you actually might notice your tailbone picking up off the floor. Maybe think about just have the intention of curling it back down as you draw the knees into your body. And we'll take a few breaths here. Good. Last breath. And then carefully release the legs. And take your time as you extend the legs down to the floor, making yourself ready to rest here for about 5 minutes or so. Bringing any support where you might need it. If you have a blanket nearby, that could be a pillow. It could also be a blanket if you want it to. It's very versatile. Let yourself uncross, unfold, unfurl onto the floor. And let yourself just settle in. We worked hard tonight. All of those lunges, all of that heart opening, all of that reaching. We've worked the back, we've worked the legs, we've worked the shoulders, the chest. Let all of that effort go now. Relax your jaw, your eyes, and even relax the effort in your breath. No more big, deep breaths. Just let the breath be easy. Let it just flow effortlessly in and out. And know that for the next few minutes, there is absolutely nothing that you need to do. Peace. 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 Please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath. Make some gentle movements in your hands and feet, your arms and legs. And then take your time as you roll to your right side. And then gently coming up to a seat. All right. So, once you're in a seat, bring your palms to your heart and lower the chin. and to honor yourself for all of this hard, yet we'll say rewarding, fulfilling work we've done here tonight. All this good stretching, strengthening. And may all of that effort you put forth and this practice continue to serve you. So until we meet again, namaste.